Hello and welcome to another vlog. Given the fact that I was just still and quiet, you may have noticed that my fan was still spinning for a while there. This is the second take. I apologize, my professionalism has just gone down immensely. But, regardless of that, honestly not very surprising news. It's been a very productive day, despite being a not very productive day. Let's get right into it. Let's not get right into it. Shush. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Oh yeah, because it's not coming out of that microphone anymore. It's coming out of this microphone. This guy right here. Maybe that wasn't as bad as it used to be for you guys. But yeah, sorry about that. My computer was still making noise. Because of course it would. Because it's determined to make as many problems for me as possible while recording. Anyway, now we can get right into it. Woke up today at about 6:45 because the basic training that goes on here for the Korean army, well, not the Korean army, the Koreans in our army, they decided to march by my building and sing I apologize, and sing cadence by my window, which was fun. That happens quite a bit. It's annoying, but it does make me get up at a somewhat reasonable time. But despite that, I still managed to waste away the day until about 11:30, upon which I messaged my Discord, of which I talk about a lot, asked if anybody wanted to play some games. In the meanwhile, played a little bit of GTA, dealt with more hackers, because it's GTA. Met some guy that we were doing a mission with, and I just found it really funny because he just, out of the blue, is like, hey, can I send a friend request to you to play missions with you? You seem, I think the word was competent, but I can't remember what it was. I think it might have been intelligent or something like that. It was a word that essentially meant, you seem capable, and everyone else is an idiot here. It was whatever word would describe that. It was that. I think it started with a C, but I can't remember. But it was just kind of funny to have that back and forth. And he sent me a friend request, and I friended him back and whatever. I'm slowly gathering a group on that game of just people who are garbage at that game, and I am not good at it. But unlike most high-level players, I don't like to dump a bunch of money into heists and stuff like that. I actually put work into the lower-level things, and the cars that I have are not fast because they're fast cars. They're fast because I drive them fast, and because I've played racing games and stuff like that. Again, I'm garbage. I'm not going to say I have any kind of professional skill, but compared to the 10-year-olds that have no skill whatsoever, I do just fine. So I keep getting friend requests from people because I'm slightly competent, and that's a very rare thing on GTA. Anyway, after I played that GTA, waiting for people to get back to me on the Discord, one person did, and I played Stardew Valley with them. That was fun. Stardew Valley is a very, very boring game in the beginning, so if you hear enough about it on my channel that you decide to check it out, give it a while. Give it probably 12 hours of gameplay, and then you will start to enjoy it. And don't be afraid to check the wiki. There's spoilers on there for sure, but I still recommend it, and the wiki will make your time a lot easier, especially with all the things that you don't understand. Anyway, yeah, played some Stardew, texted another friend after that. We ended up playing Forza Horizon 5 again, which was a terrible glitchy mess, but excuse me. Over the course of it, it ended up with me in a 69 Challenger, Dodge Charger. It was a Charger. Yeah, it was. It was a 69 Dodge Charger, because that was the Dukes of Hazzard one. Yeah. And my friend I was playing with was in a 1968 Ford, what is it, 320 something GT 2+2 fast. He was in a Ford Mustang. And if you've ever heard of the movie Bullitt, it was essentially those two cars, except my car, the Charger, was 1 year newer than the one in the movie Bullitt. So we ended up kind of driving around, pretending to like do out the movie. Like we started in the city and he had to kind of stick to a normal speed. But once we got to a certain point, he could kick off and I could follow him because we didn't actually know how it started. In the movie, it starts off with the Charger chasing the Mustang for like a little bit, but then the Mustang gets behind him and follows him around for pretty much the entirety of the rest of it. Well, yeah, the entirety of the rest of it. And that was actually really fun, despite it being super, super glitchy. And we agreed to try it out tomorrow, if I get time, because I ended up unlocking the Mustang that we were using, and my buddy is going to see if he can find a Charger, and I am going to play the part of the Mustang, because the Mustang is much worse off than the Charger. Like, the Charger has a lot more power and stuff like that, so in the game, it's a bit better of a car, and my buddy is just a little bit lesser of a driver. He's still a good driver. He still plays the games a lot. I'm not downplaying his skill, despite me not having any. But I have a lot more hours than him as a result of playing it so much in recent time and like kind of researching a little bit about the basics of driving. Again, I mean, I have to say it a billion times because anytime I try to complement my skills, I have to backlog that with a little disclaimer of I am bad at everything I do, but out of all of the things that I am bad at, I am least bad at these things. Blank. So just take whatever I say with a grain of salt and go from there. But I'm going to be in the Mustang tomorrow if I have time. He's going to be in the Charger. Besides, he's more of a Dodge guy anyway. I'm more of a Ford guy, so it's going to be fun. We turn on simulation damage so that they can get like damaged like the actual cars in the movie. And tonight, one of the highlights of my day, I watched the Bullitt movie. Now, this is skipping ahead a little bit chronologically, but it makes sense because that explains how much I know about the Bullitt movie, which is not a huge amount because I wasn't watching it all the way, but that can be explained later. I did watch the Bullitt movie today, which was super cool, and it's actually probably in the... Yeah, it is in the title because I thought of the title right as I hit the record button. But yeah, I ended up watching the Bullitt movie today. I thought it was really good for the time. If that came out today, I feel like it wouldn't really be beloved. Just because the story was... It didn't feel as much of an American movie as American movies are today because it's all like explained out for you. And like there's no real like characters that go unused or like the extras with like character development. Like in that Bullitt movie, he goes around with a taxi driver. And the taxi driver has like a good like 10, 15, maybe 20 lines. And in a normal movie, that taxi driver would have no lines. It would just be extra character, face on camera, nothing else, because they focus on the main characters. But, I mean, I don't know. The world of the movie, it feels more fleshed out when they talk to people more. But anyway, I liked it. But back to the story. I was playing video games with him. We stopped. I went shopping. And they still did not have water filters, so I finally caved in. And I just bought an entire different brand of water filter and water like jug thing. So I now have filtered water again. Oh, that's so good, you guys. I mean, seriously. Oh, so glad I finally caved in and bought that. I bought a bunch of stuff that I needed. Stuff like Tums and lotion and boring stuff like the hand cream, whatever the heck. I'm like Advil and stuff. I mostly just bought boring things, but I also bought some snacks. These, I don't think I've ever shown them, but I might have, so apologize if I have. But tahine peanuts. Whatever tahine is, it's like a whole different spice that I've found over in Korea. I don't know if that's a thing back in America. Probably is, and I just wasn't paying attention, but those things are awesome. They're a whole different flavor, and I really, really like them. But that's more of just a side note. After I came back with the Brita filter, I bought Bullitt after offloading the rest of my groceries, and I watched that movie while I cleaned the kitchen. And when I first saw the movie was on Amazon Video, I looked at it to check how long it was. I said 113 minutes, and I was like, awesome, an hour and 13 minutes. That's going to be so cool. I can watch that. I can be back on my computer, get my thing done, by like 8:30. It is 9:04 now because 113 minutes is 2 hours. Or near as makes no difference, 2 hours. But I was cleaning for the entirety of that because, I mean, it really makes me realize just how much I miss having a dishwasher. Like, if you're growing up with a dishwasher, be very thankful because in a really shallow, tiny sink, washing two people's dishes over the course of like an hour and a half. I mean, I also cleaned off like the countertops and the microwave, and I cleaned up the bathroom area and stuff, but like, still, going through 2 towels worth of wiping down dishes by yourself is just, makes me wish I just had paper plates. Because then I wouldn't be so sleepy recording this. But oh well. Yeah, those are mostly the things that happened today. I think that's it, yeah. Because the title, I think, is going to be Bullitt and Brita. Brita and Bullitt? Yeah, Bullitt and Brita. I like to put them in an order where it rolls off the tongue better. In other news, you may notice that my little tree has reached full usage. I don't think anyone else has been, but I personally have for some reason been tracking that in my videos. It's been a very long time that guy has been up there making my room smell nice. So I don't think I have anything else. 11 minutes. I suppose I could put a couple of minutes of talking about something in here, but I'm not sure what. Tomorrow starts with a gym day, so I'm gonna get to kind of take my time getting ready because most of the people in my unit have to walk to the gym, and it's a good like 10-minute walk, but for me it's like a 2-minute drive, so that's super cool. I get to take my time a little bit more. I don't have any plans for this next week. I might finally finish up that legal video. Bowling is done. Yeah. Oh, I will say, in the week after next, or this one, actually, because it's Sunday for me, I'm hoping to try to take some time off. So, who knows? Maybe I'll finally get some editing software and record these a little bit earlier and record some of me playing some games. Just for the sake of letting y'all know, I wanted to play Forza Horizon 5 with this setup and record, because I felt like that would be a good game to just kind of talk over, because there's no real consequences. I can just go into the free roam world and drive terribly, and you guys can see me crash horribly and be like, how is this guy anywhere near anything skilled in driving? And I will recall you back to the I am bad at everything but least bad at these things blank statement. But I just felt like that would be a good game to kind of talk over, and my computer cannot run it. When I ran the game and this at the same time, I get an error message on my little screen here that says your computer is not like set up to record with this setup or whatever the heck. Like your computer cannot handle this, whatever. And so yeah, I will not be able to do that, unfortunately, just because my computer's not strong enough, my laptop's not strong enough. So. Boo-hoo. Oh well. That's just how the cookie crumbles. I might play some Stardew or something like that. I honestly plan Terraria to be my my no real consequences, just kind of hang out and chat game. But then I decided to make it the hardest difficulty. So now it's going to be my at most once a week pain and suffering game. Every now and then I remember the fact that I have a second episode of that recorded, but I still haven't put it up yet. Yeah, it's because it's with the crappy microphone that I recorded it. I recorded that video with the thought that I had a video editor to cut it up. But after checking out the video editors, they did not work at all. They just wouldn't serve the purpose that I need them to serve. So I might have to cut some subscriptions so I can get some Adobe. But I guess that's the plans for the future. I don't know why I wanted to go into it and make it a longer video than it had to be, but meh. Also, my My recording software has a little level that I can see of my microphone, and it looks like it's really, really quiet. So sorry if this video is really, really quiet. All of my settings are exactly the same as they have been. I have not moved any of my equipment. If it's quiet, I don't know why. Sorry. All right. Well, I'll let y'all go. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Whatever time it may be for you, wherever you are, because time zones are crazy. Whether that be good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, whatever it may be for you, all I hope is that it's good. And I recommend that you watch old movies like Bullitt or The Italian Job. I should watch Vanishing Point because that has a Dodge Challenger in it, I think. We'll see. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. This has been Overlord Pop-Tart. Stay frosty.